Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Dunkerque. We are right near the end now of the 2020, no it's even 2020, it's the 2030 season. We're on the 27th of April, we've got 4 games left of the season. In between episodes we've played a couple of matches and I have stuck to my guns. We have played the formation that I did mention in the last episode. We've done okay. We could have done better and arguably should have done better. We started off with a couple of Coupe de France matches, first up against Lyon, where we win 2-0. Dinko Stevancic and Jean-Pierre Lecomte with the goals here. We were dominant, and I don't understand why. That set up a quarter-final match up against Lille, which we lost. But that's not quite the story of the match. 62% possession, 15 shots, no goals. This is actually becoming a thing that happens. We have all of the ball, we have a load of chances, and never actually score a goal. Back in league action up against Le Havre, it was a 3-1 victory here. Todor Popov, Angel Zambrano once again getting on the score sheet, and Marco Vergara in the 93rd minute. And once again in this match, 65% possession, 14 shots, only 5 on target and 3 of them went in. If we can change that number, those two numbers to be a lot more close. I want more shots on target, and then I want more goals, obviously. And then finally up against Strasbourg, a 1-1 draw here. Angel Zambrano, the goal machine. Goal machine Zambrano with 4 goals now in the league. 3 in April. And we've still got another game to play this month. And yeah, loads of possession, decent amount of shots. Not a huge amount, none on target. I don't know how to change this. So with 4 games left to play of the season, we are currently in 3rd place on goal difference, and that has been kind of the story of our season, lack of goals. We are not scoring anywhere near as much goals as we really should be, with the qualities of our strikers as well. We should be scoring a lot more goals than we do. So yeah, we need, I've worked it out, it should be 4 points from our final 4 games to guarantee Champions League football, which means if we win in this episode, both matches, we've qualified for Champions League football, and the final episode will just be me playing random youth players again. First up then, we're up against our feeder club, because, you know, we've been better than them for the last 4 years now, and they're still our feeder club, they're still the parent. It is Nantes. They have not won in the last 5 games at least. They are still fighting for a Europa League spot, and technically they can get a Champions League spot. It's not going to happen. Hopefully we can kick them while they're down and put about 4 or 5 past them. The starting lineup we are going to go for then. In goal is going to be Daniel Gerrits, Aboubakar Niari, Vanderlei Pokravac and Todor Popov as the back 4. Blanco will be that deep-lying playmaker. David Burkic in this new formation is getting a real good opportunity here. I think he's played the last few matches, and he's actually done okay as far as I'm aware. Yeah, he got a couple of assists. He's done not great against Strasbourg, but David Burkic getting a new lease of life, actually getting football for us, which, to be honest, he's been good enough for that for the last 2 years. The midfield, or the attackers, will be given Laval on the right. Franny Katiba will be playing as a winger on the left, even though he can't actually play there. Dominic Coffey will be just behind the striker of Angel Zambrano, the goal machine Angel Zambrano. Another thing about this formation, since we've changed to it, Franny Katiba does not get anywhere near as much football as he used to, because older Dinko Stevancic is a natural left-sided midfielder, so he gets a lot more of the playing time. So this is a rare opportunity. I think Dinko is either suspended or he's injured. I think he's suspended. So yeah, Franny Katiba is going to get a run out. Corner for Nantes, 14 minutes on the clock. We have cleared the ball. Burkic has loads of space to run into. He's got a player of his own teammate running directly next to him. Burkic back to Popov. He's going to cross it in, hopefully. He's held up play, tries to pass it, finds Burkic back to Todor Popov. Popov and Burkic are passing between the pair of them. Dominique Coffey, now Popov with loads of space, crosses in, Zambrano is there, and at the front post hits it just wide. He should have scored there, shouldn't he? He's in such good form. He's not. He's in such good form, he should have put that in the back of the net. Approaching the half-hour mark, we are doing okay. We're having a lot of the ball, as I've mentioned previously. We've had 4 shots, 2 on target, but no real highlights. Popov crosses the ball in. Pokravac is there. He's hit the bar, and they can clear it. However, Aboubakar Niari picks the ball up outside their area. Franny Katiba finds Dominic Coffey. He's ran towards the goal. Why did he run towards the goal? Niari gets the ball back. He plays it across to Katiba, heads it back to Blanco. Franny Katiba once again. Todor Popov. He's going to cut inside this time. Popov to Dominic Coffey. What are we going to do? We're just passing it, not going anywhere. This is probably why we have loads of possession. Coffey gets the ball, crosses in. Zambrano's there, doesn't quite get it. Burkic to Given Lavelle, who hasn't scored in bloody ages, and that's probably why. 2 shots straight at the goalkeeper, and it remains 0-0. Throw on for Nantes, and we've got 5 or 6 minutes left to play of the first half. Kofe has the ball now for us though, across to Given Lavelle, the South African, with a bit of space to run into down that right hand side. Crosses in, Zambrano is there, and Zambrano forces a wonderful save from the goalkeeper. That is a magnificent save. Zambrano probably should have scored twice now on this match though. Throw on for Popov. The match is still not over. Or I say the match, the first half is still not over. Katiba in the area. Back to Popov once again. He plays it once again to Katiba, who then gets tackled. And now Nantes can possibly break. Godoy plays the ball forward on the ground towards Bar, who I've checked his stats before. He is very, very good. Crossed in to nobody. Given Lavelle now can run the ball clear. Forward to Franny Katiba, his best friend in the whole wide world. Katiba to Zambrano. He's got no support at the moment. Plays it across to Lavelle instead. In the area, crosses in, and Zambrano has done it again. The referee has done the little television thing with his hands. Hold on, what's happening here? Are they going for offside? I think they might be saying it's offside. I don't believe it is offside because it says Dunkerque 1, Nantes 0 at the top there. Lavelle runs past his man. I mean, he plays the ball backwards. He's definitely not offside. Half time then, and the goal did count. It is 1-0 thanks to Angel Zambrano, the goal machine, Angel Zambrano. We are doing really well. 6 shots on target, still only 1 goal. I imagine their goalkeeper is playing an absolute blinder at the moment. Not done any changes at half-time. I will possibly look at bringing off Franny Katiba at some point, but we don't have a recognised left midfielder on the bench. Niare with a throw to Blanco. Back to Niare, who's going to cross it in, and Zambrano's got his 2nd of the game. What is happening? His 9th of the season. He's 6th in the league now, something like that. Angel Zambrano making an extremely late push for the Golden Ball thing, or whatever it is. The top goal scorer award. Is it called the Golden Ball? I think that's the world one, isn't it? Zambrano makes it 2-0. I feel like I've actually made a tactic that works really well. And I am awful at tactics on this game. So the fact that we're doing something and it's working, admittedly, it was built off of someone else's tactic. So we're going to do Katiba off for Marco Vergara. He can kind of play as a winger. Did we do anything else? We were only 53 minutes in. Katiba is kind of our weak link out of everyone on the pitch at the moment on a 6.5. Throw on for Nantes to Diaby. He's going to play it back, and it's a terrible pass. And Zambrano, lovely back heel from Zambrano to find Given Lavelle, who's going to run forward with the ball. Finds Zambrano, and Zambrano scored a bloody hat-trick. What has happened here? Angel Zambrano has scored a hat-trick in a football match in Ligue 1. It's taken so long for him to actually find his form, and we've actually caught it on camera. Just over the hour mark, we are going to do our 2nd change of the game. Kofe is going to come off for Juan Manuel Vargas, who he's not really an attacking midfielder. It's not Juan Manuel, it's Juan Carlos Vargas. Do we swap him over? Do we do that? Do we say, Zambrano, you've got your goals. You can now drop back and just play just in front of, just behind the striker. We'll do our final sub. It'll probably be Mothwell coming on. I'm trying to give Mothwell some games because I think he's a good little player, just never really gets the chance. Monaco are beating St Etienne 5-0, so yeah, we're actually doing a really good job improving our goal difference, and they're doing a better job improving theirs. Into the final 10 minutes, Mothwa is going to come on for Blanco. Blanco does have a yellow card, so we just make sure he doesn't get himself sent off before the end of the match. Vergara with a corner, it is cleared. Now what is going to happen here? Popov, put your boots down and get on the end of it. Popov does get the ball and just boots it straight into a Nantes player, and now they can break with Montez. He has to go back to Zach. There's a player on that left-hand side with acres of space. It doesn't matter because Daniel Gerrits is wearing boxing gloves in goal. Why did he not hold on to it? So Zach just lumps the ball towards the goal. Gerrits fists it. He punches it. Why did he punch it? Could have just held on to it. Well, hopefully that is the only mistake of the match. We do still have 4 minutes to play of injury time, so this could be a 3-2. Godoy forward to Maizain, and it's, oh my Jesus, what's going on? What has happened? Go very defensive. We've got injury. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. What's happened here? Right, we are beyond the 94. It's a corner for Nantes. It's towards the back post. Good job they can't score from corners. It is going to end 3-2. And Daniel Gerrits is a lucky, lucky boy. Angel Zambrano, the best footballer in the world, scoring a hat-trick. His first hat-trick in French football. That result does keep us in 3rd place. What happened to Lens? If Lens lost, they didn't lose. They actually beat Lyon. That is an impressive victory there from Lens away from home. So we have got 3 games left to play, a total of 9 points up for grabs. We need just 1 more point, and in theory, the goal difference should be a big enough goal difference gap. 1 or 2 points will definitely guarantee it. So, in the next match, whoever we're playing, not quite sure, if we pick up a solitary point, we should be playing Champions League football. We have qualified for the Europa League, but we don't need that. Oh my days, what the hell has happened here? Angel Zambrano not only scored a hat-trick in the last match, has now won Player of the Month for April. He scored 6 goals in 4 games in April. April better not be the only month that he performs in, but yeah, well, I'm going to congratulate you. Well done, passionately. Good job, my friend. Thanks, boss. I really appreciate it. Match number 2 of the episode, the match that could secure us Champions League football for the 3rd successive season, up against mid-table Cannes. They are down in 13th place. They are not in any trouble of getting relegated. They're also not in any trouble of going up much higher in the table. They could go, maybe 10th is as high as they can get. Probably they can catch Toulouse, but it requires lots of other results going their way as well. So then, 1 point will give us enough to be just out of reach of Lens. They are playing Nimes, where are Nimes? Nimes are 15th. You really have to expect Lens to be beating Nimes. The starting lineup we're going to go for then in goal is going to be Calvin Matupa. Daniel Gerrits has annoyed me so much that I've decided I'm dropping you. He's not even on the bench for this one. Abubakar Niare, Vanderlei, Pokravac and Popov will be the back 4. Lawasi Mothwa will be that deep-lying playmaker today with David Burkic as the Mazzala in the middle. The attacking midfield trio is slightly changed with Given Lavelle on the right. Wojtek Slama is going to be playing as that attacking midfielder, and Dinko Stefancic has returned from his suspension to be that left-side midfielder, and the hat-trick hero, Angel Zambrano, will be the striker. The main player to talk about here is young Wojtek Slama. He is 16 years old. He is from the Czech Republic. He's a natural and gaunch. He's okay. He's not great at the moment, but he's got 5-star potential, so I want to give him some games. We did spend probably too much money on him. £4 million. I say too much. I think that was his minimum free release. They would not have accepted anything less. So I'm going to try and get my money out of Wojtek. Also, another player that you probably don't get to see all too often is Lawasi Mothwa, the 24-year-old Australian-South African, I believe he's South African. Yes, he is from Australia and from South Africa, so he's got 29 caps for Australia as well. So yeah, Lawasi Mothwa is going to get a rare start today. Oh, and Evans Asai is on the bench. He's going to get squad number 43. We've got way too many players. I might do a little extra video, maybe tomorrow or someone... I say tomorrow, like... What am I talking about? Maybe after the next episode, at the end of the season, I might do an extra video and just go through some of the players, because there's a lot of players now that you wouldn't have seen for a very long time, or if you have, it's kind of been very fleeting looks at my players. So players like Zambrano, not Zambrano, Vergara, you don't get to see too often. He has improved. Webster Maniyama, Trevulzio, players like that I kind of want. I feel like you need to know how good they're getting now. Early corner for Cannes, it is Dabo, and then it is over the bar from someone's name who I cannot pronounce. Chauvenek, maybe. Sure, it's 0-0. Given Lavelle's taken quite a few knocks already. We're 10 minutes in. Why are people beating up Given Lavelle? It's going to be 1-0, isn't it? It is not 1-0. We have cleared the ball. Zambrano is going to try and take it around his man. He does so, and now Dinko is one-on-one with the keeper. He has to score. He doesn't score. It is going to be a corner instead. Dinko Stefancic, he often gets in situations like that and then can't seem to do anything. Pokravac really should be scoring more goals than this as well, because he's constantly in the right place at the right time for corners. Half an hour in, so far we've had a bit of the ball, but not a huge amount, not as much as I want. Abubakar Niare with a free kick, plays it low. I think that hit the base of the post. That is going to be a goal kick to Cannes. Still 0-0. We are knocking on the door. Looks like my Wojtek Slama little experiment not going so well. 6.4 now. Niare to Mothwa, controls it, finds Davy Burkic, takes a few touches, goes for goal and blazes it well over the bar. We are getting close, but not close enough. We're not really forcing saves out of the keeper. Half-time it is 0-0. Interestingly, in the other match, Lens and Nimes are also drawing 0-0, and Lens are down to 10 men. If it stays this way, Champions League football will be coming our way for a 3rd successive season. I still want to win this match. I'm going to give them an angry team talk. I'm not happy. Everybody looked fired up. Good. I mean, we're drawing 0-0 with a team who are 13th place in the table. We should be beating them 7-0 by now. I mean, I've got high demands for my players. Burkic with a free kick, saved by the goalkeeper. We are getting closer. Still not quite close enough. This is not the whole highlight though. It's carrying on. Vanderlei controls the ball deep in his own half to Aboubakar Niare. He's back to Vanderlei. Niare once again, and Vanderlei passing it between the pair of them. Now the long ball upfield tries to find Zambrano and does so. And the Ecuadorian is through on goal, and it is a wonderful tackle. It is going to be a corner. Dinko is probably the one stepping over to take it. Yes, it is. Steps up towards the 6-yard box, cleared. Zambrano gets it now. Is the highlight going to end? It's going to end with a red card, isn't it? Jalassi needs to get himself sent off. No? Just a free kick. Fair enough. David Burkic steps up to take it. Finds Given Lavelle with loads of space, who should have shot a lot earlier than that. And that was an awful shot as well from the South African. Still 0-0. Right, Wojtek is coming off for Vargas. I really need to make sure that I pick my subs bench, because I always bloody forget. Dinko is also coming off. We're going to do Ziodza. I know Evans Asai is technically a left midfielder. He's not really. He's not great. He's an inside forward on the left-hand side. We're going to go with the slightly more proven Ziodza. And by slightly more proven, he's not really a winger, is he? I've also just noticed Ziodza is actually called a mercenary as well, which is always good to see. I'm shouting at them. I'm going to demand some more from them. We have got 30 minutes left to play to find a goal. Just one goal would be nice. Given Lavelle's 13th yellow card of the season. We get a lot of bookings. I'm assuming it's to do with the tactic. We get a hell of a lot of bookings. I can see us not actually winning this match. I'm going to move that to positive. I think that's one of the few times that I've actually changed that. Final 10 minutes and still nothing is happening. Good news for us though. I think Neems have taken the lead. Zambrano coming off, Evans Asai is going to come on. It does mean that if Lens are losing their match, that we are going to be getting Champions League football regardless of what happens here. And it looks like it is going to be a 0-0 draw. Lens have just equalised. Free kick for Can right near the end. And we are going to hopefully get the ball clear. Vanderlei smashes it up there, tries to find Evans Asai, can't do it. And it is going to be a 0-0 draw here. And I think Lens have just conceded very late on in their match as well. Corner once again for Can. Lens have equalised. Oh my word, they nearly scored. They nearly scored twice right at the end. We were awful. We were just so bad. Defensively, we were great. Going forward, awful. Now, some sort of analysis from myself from this formation. Really, really good at home, I find. Away from home, it's okay. We just don't ever take our chances. Jose Font says, be shouty. I say also be shouty. Everybody listened. So that is essentially confirmation of Champions League football because Lens can only get 66 points now. We are 2 points behind Monaco. We need to hope Monaco slip up. And basically, we need to hope that they slip up against... They are not playing anyone massive. Toulouse and Lille, they're not the easiest of games. I was hoping they'd be playing PSG somewhere in there, but apparently not. I've just seen how well Monaco have been doing. And since this match in March against Dijon, they have not conceded a league goal. 3-0, 2-0, 3-0 against... Dani Olmo, he scored 3 hat-tricks. Dani Olmo has scored 3 hat-tricks in the space of 2 months. Hat-trick against Nice, a hat-trick against us there, a hat-trick against Lyon. He also got a brace against St Etienne. Dani Olmo, officially, best player in the world. He's only 31, so I'm going to give you a tip at the start of the game. You can get him for £8.5 million, apparently, before he goes off to China. There is confirmation that we have qualified for the Champions League, and we do also have our budgets, which, if I'm perfectly honest... I never really pay too much attention to. £36.57 million and almost £1 million a week wage budget. We are massively under that. So we've been under that for a number of years. I'm trying, and I know it's only a game, but I'm trying to kind of be somewhat sensible when it comes to spending money. I haven't ever overspent. We've always had money left in our transfer budget at the end of the season since we've got to Ligue 1 anyway. We've always had money in our wage budget since we've got to Ligue 1. So I think I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. While we're here, can I? Is there anything I can get you to do? I think, to be honest, we're probably all sorted. Yeah. So in case you're interested, can't remember whether I've gone through this. We are improving our youth facilities at the moment. If we scroll down, we are improving our training facilities. and doing the data analysis once again, and our stadium will be getting bigger. If we have a look here and have a look quickly, just all the home games, 16,243 for pretty much every single home game. So yeah, we need to have a bigger stadium because we're selling out every single week now. That is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode will be the final episode of season 13. Is it? I've already forgotten. I think it's season 13, isn't it? It's going to be Lens. It is going to be Rennes. It is two teams that have... Well, I say Lens probably do have something to play for, but Rennes, I believe, don't. Maybe they do. Both teams want to win. We don't really care too much because we've got what we want from this season. We've got Champions League qualification. If we can catch Monaco, it means Monaco have slipped up, not the fact that we've done well. So yeah. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2019. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I will be back next time with Lens and Rennes for the final 2 games of the season. I will see you next time. Hold on, I've just seen something there. Owner status. Matthias Casabianca is willing to listen to offers. Could we have another takeover before the end of our save? It could happen, you know.